How y'all doing out there? This Groovy 2080 and this Grind Wave TV. Hope you guys are doing good out there this evening or wherever you are, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it may be. Hope you're doing well. Well, I'm just relaxing and taking it easy out here in the game room. Just chilling. Got some vino, just lounging. But been wanting to talk about the stuff that's going on with fires, floods, and evacuation. Um, as you know, right now, there's been a lot of stuff going on. As current right now, California, Northern California, which I used to reside, lived in Northern California for 27 years, is having some big fires. Oregon, um, all the way up to Washington, where I am now. Washington State is my original hometown. Excuse me, home state. And lived in Northern California for 27 years. In 2017, I had to evacuate from Northern California, the Oroville Dam. In 2017, it had a spillway breakage and it caused 200,000 people downstream to evacuate. So I know what evacuating is all about. Many of you probably have never evacuated. Let me tell you, it's one of those things to where you don't know you don't know if you're going to be able to go back to your things, your personal belongings. You just don't know. In my case, we had to stay in the car for 2 nights, and it was definitely something to experience. Like you really have to be, you really have to have your stuff together to the best of your ability, and you have to do your best to have the things you need. Fortunately for me, I was on top of it. Um, had everything I needed. So when it was time to evacuate, hey, it was time to go. Um, so right now, people are evacuating from the fire um, in Northern California. My thing is this, and it's not just fires. It could be floods. It could be, it could be tornado. It could be an earthquake where you might have to change sections of where you live. The thing about it is you have to be ready. There's going to be a lot of events going on. I can already see it. And people are going to have to leave. And a lot of people are not going to be ready. You know, they think, this, a lot of people have the mind state, they think nothing will ever happen. That's very dangerous mind state to be in. You can't be in a mind state like that. You have to be in the mind state that say, you know what, anything can happen. Um, I got to get up and go. Now, when it comes to these type of things, I know a lot of people will say, well, I only have so much money to deal with this and that. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You can never have everything, right? You can only take so much with you. If you got 3 cars, you might have to take one and leave the rest back. But you can't make an excuse of not having something on you. You know, um, it's just like, you have to use things to your advantage. You have dollar stores or whatever. Um, there's things in there that you could buy cheap. You know, um, for instance, gloves, rope. Tarp. You know what I mean? Depend and you never know. I mean, it can happen any season: summer, winter, fall. Um, spend a few dollars and get a few things. Like You can even get vitamins. I mean, they might not be the best or whatever. Get Tylenol. You know, you might hurt yourself or somebody might be hurt. They might have a headache from stress. You never know. Don't make excuses. Take $5, $10, whatever you got, and go get some supplies that will sustain you and your family, because you don't want to just have nothing. You know what I mean? You can get something. When you go to the store, get canned goods, you know, get something, and just put it in a cupboard and just don't even think about it. Just keep stacking it up. Have water, because I'm telling you, um, as you can see, things are intensifying. And see, me, going through the evacuation, and another reason why I am the way I am is I experienced Mount St. Helens when I was 5 years old. Um, that was, I tell you, as a kid, and the force of a volcano, let me tell you, something to experience. I was put in the mind state as a young kid when that event happened, to always watch events around me. I've always been like that. Imagine you waking up as a kid to play, and it's 8 o'clock or something, and you look outside and it's dark, right? And in my head, I'm like, well, it's supposed to be daylight, but I don't know how to express that. I don't even know what is this, right? Well, the volcano had already exploded. Then it exploded again, and let me tell you, the smell of the ash and the force of a volcano is something totally different. Um, it just makes you know that things are real. But you got to have your things together, you know. Um, have water. For me, water is a big thing. You got to have water. You can't do a lot without it. You know what I mean? You can't hydrate yourself. You can't wash. You're saying you can't disinfect things. I mean, it's a whole host of things you can't do. Water, if that's all you have, you might have to just drink water if you have no food, and depend on God to help you. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people do. Wherever you're at with it, you better know that having water is essential. Um, Definitely want to come on here and talk about this stuff because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it intensify, and these fires and everything is just getting stronger. Things are happening more frequently, just like the power outage in Texas. You know what I'm saying? That right there, where people, it was hot, didn't have electricity. Some people probably didn't have water. You know, I did a video on having an evacuation plan. I did that like maybe around last month, a month and a half ago. Um, I believe it was a short, 18 views. My thing wasn't to get on there and get views or nothing like that, but it just goes to show, like, what are people looking at? Like, you're that entertained to where you'll pass vital information like that for what? To watch some garbage that gets 20,000, 30,000 views off top and you ain't learned nothing? It's just amazing. But anyway, I do what I do. I do the content that I do. I won't switch up. I am who I am. And that's just what it is. I'm not going to fake for views. I'm not going to pay for views. None of that. I'm going to keep it all the way real. And what I'm speaking on right now is real talk. Like I said, I experienced having to go through an evacuation, and you're talking about When I evacuated the Oroville Dam, if you don't know what the Oroville Dam or never heard of it, it's the tallest dam in the United States. It's in Oroville, California. I live downstream in the Sacramento Valley, and 200,000 people had to evacuate, and I was one of them. And let me tell you, if that dam would have totally just went to crap, a lot of people wouldn't survive. Just the spillway alone caused a lot. It was a lot of water, nothing to play with. I've been to that dam. My girlfriend actually took me up there one day. We went up there. A lot of water behind that thing. Um, it's I tell you, right now, it's the water is high there because of the snowpack that happened over the winter time. Um, I no longer reside in California. I'm back home in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, born and raised. Moved to California in the 90s, 1990 actually. Lived there for 27 years, went to school and everything. Now I reside back in the Northwest. And I feel really good about it. I talk to my friends in California and tell them, stay aware, um, and be cautious of what's going on because um, anything can happen anywhere. But California, it's from what I'm seeing, it's a little bit different, a little bit different. But I just wanted to come on here and tell you, have a plan, at least have a plan, some sort of plan in case you have to leave your residence. Um, and get supplies. Get supplies, as many supplies as you can, water, canned goods. Just start piecing things up little bit by little bit. You can't afford to make excuses, because if something happens and you have to leave your residence, you got to have a place to go. So, just wanted to come on here and talk to you a bit. And that's what it is. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Groovy 2080 and this Grind Wave TV. Hope you guys have a beautiful evening, morning, day, wherever you're at, whatever type of day it is going on. You guys have a good one. I will be back with more videos. Tomorrow is Friday. Friday and Monday, I show movies. Not, I display movies. I don't play movies because I don't own the movies, but I have my own collection of movies that I watch. I put on there. You've probably seen them. And if not, check out my videos. But anyway, this is Groovy 2080 and this Grind Wave TV. Y'all stay fresh and blessed. I will be back with more videos. Y'all take care. Peace.